Hello, my darlings. Hello. Won't you please come in and make yourself comfortable and cozy. I want to say thank you. Thank you to all of the new channel subscribers that have joined us in the last few days and last week. I am touched and I am surprised and quite charmed that so many of you have enjoyed the most recent video, and it has made me smile quite a bit. So welcome and thank you. Thank you for your kind support and your kind comments. It's been a pleasure reading and responding to everyone. So, I just wanted to say that you are appreciated and you are noticed and you are special to me. So, that's a fact. It's a little bit challenging to make videos here at my home, which is sandwiched like an Oreo between insanity and more insanity. Sometimes it's a bit like living in hell, if anyone's ever been there. I haven't yet officially, but I can imagine it's something like living here in this place. And I say that with some humor and a bit of dry wit. So please, just take it with a little sinister lightheartedness, I guess, or sour, salty maybe. Anyway, so my apologies in advance for any and all strange bellerings, screamings, thuds, slams, and other calamities that may befall us, unfortunately, without our deep desire to have them occur. It has been quite the weekend here at the old homestead. Anyway, that's it. That's my disclaimer of chaos. Take it as you will, for what you will. Aside from that, I should be working today, tonight. I have a big project that is behind schedule and I've had a hard time settling down to it this weekend. Maybe there's still hope. I'm beginning to doubt it. So, I would send your thoughts of motivation towards me if you have any, and some calm and reasonable thoughts so that I don't catastrophize the situation and make it exponentially more complex by overthinking the entire scenario or potential scenarios. overthinkers tend to come up with a gazillion, at a minimum, a gazillion different possibilities, outcomes, potential conclusions. We tend to do this almost on an indefinite level or infinite level where there just is no end to the number of options that our minds concoct or conjure. And the result of this can be a sense of great overwhelm and low tolerance for utter bullshit, which is what neighbors to the left and neighbors to the right seem to be chock full of these things. The utter and the bull and the shits. What a shame. And my sour center of my soul would be much sweeter in the absence of these things. And it just makes it challenging to remain sane. So, pray for me. Intro concluded. I think I said that twice now, but hey. So today's video, wherever and whatever time you're in, is a clear juxtaposition of said situation, because it is something lovely and fine and simple and tasteful and classic. I thought I would show you these two items that I have here with me. You may be familiar with, I would think most people have heard of this company. The company is Tiffany. Tiffany and Company. And these are boxes with their company name on the outside, and they are in their very famous, classic, lovely, beautiful kind of robin's egg blue. And these boxes are sometimes quite sought after, even with nothing in them, because they're just lovely and symbolic of a very legendary jewelry maker, fine jewelry maker, I should say, and jewelry of which I own none. But there's still time, I hope. You never know. And so these are actually not jewelry boxes, so don't get too excited. I mean, you can still be excited, but they contain something else. Tiffany and Company, Tiffany, ampersand, or and, CO, period, for company. Let's enjoy a few moments that are peppered with some outdoor bell rings as we tap on this lovely box from Tiffany and Company. I hope you enjoy. So, there are 2 of these boxes, as you see. One box. Two boxes. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. I think I would be happy just to have the boxes alone. They're lovely. I mean, can we just wonder a little bit about what in the hell all of these sounds are about? These people. Truly, it is baffling, to be sure. I myself am trying to pretend I can't hear it, but my imagination must not be adept enough to do or accomplish such a feat, to ignore such idiocy as it stands in front of me in all of its ridiculous and somewhat stupid glory. Good times, good times. Oh, the days that I have missed out on being part of those lovely events. open this and see what is inside. This is the first box. You can see. We'll just do it twice for fun. Here's the first box. It could be the second box if we change our perspective, but I don't know. Either way, this is the first box. And then lovely, and inside is this lovely velvet or velveteen little pouch. It's very, very soft. You can see the softness of the fabric. It's very pretty. Very pretty, in the same beautiful color as the box itself. And inside this little pouch you maybe can guess what it is. I don't know if you can, but if it's not jewelry, what could it be? Well, let's open it and see it for ourselves. We'll just disregard the asinines that are bellowing out the window. There's no amount of soundproofing that could prevent such unpleasantness from entering the room. Ta-da! Inside, little pouches. This lovely, lovely, lovely pen, or maybe a pencil, I'm not sure yet. And it looks like this. I don't remember, unfortunately, I don't remember the name of this particular style of pen. There is a name for it. I want to say it's the Townsend for some reason, but I could be wrong. I think I will have to look it up. This is the mechanical pencil. Yeah, mechanical pencil. And you'll see here on the little gold rim. I don't know if I can get close in here. There. You can see some writing. And it says Tiffany and Company, and Atlas, and then it says Germany. So it says Tiffany and Company, Atlas, Germany. And I just think it's beautiful. And the end obviously is a pencil. You can see how it's gonna kind of go up. With a click, and 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 a click. Obviously that's too much. I'll just tuck it back in. And also I meant to tell you or show you this part too. On the end of the pencil, there's also another really lovely design. Let's see if I can get you some decent focus here. There you go. Can you see it? It says Tiffany, and Company, Tiffany and Company. It's quite small detail, but it's beautiful, and the cap has a kind of an octagon shape. It's not octagon, I don't think. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's maybe a hexagon. Well, anyway, you can see it for yourself. That's the pencil. And so, I suppose you could guess what the next box contains. Perhaps you'll know if this is a pencil. The other one must surely contain a partner, a fitting partner to said pencil. And I will show you what's inside box number 2. Number 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Let's open it one more time. Like so. Okay, 3 times. 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da. Second box, or first box that we did it in reverse, maybe. Here is the second box. And you can see this is a little different. The velvet pouch is different in that the name is horizontal and in a slightly larger font or font size. This is a lovely little tie. So we have Tiffany and Company. And just for some comparison, you can see that this one looks different. It's written that way in black. And this one is written this way in more of a, oh, it looks like it was kind of silver-ish. Or maybe it's just worn down. It looks like it was black, but just kind of worn off. This one may be older than its partner. I'm not entirely sure, truth be told. So we'll take a look in here and see. The second box contains the partner, its little friend. This fabric feels a little more stiff, less fabric-like. It's more, I don't know, structured, I'd say. And inside contains this lovely partner to the pencil. It looks almost identical in style. Well, it's the same style. It's the, now that we've discovered, it is the Atlas pen, not the Townsend, which I think may be a Parker design. Forgive me, Tiffany and Company, for misnaming your product. God forbid. Thankfully, I was not paid or provided any compensation of any kind to show you these pens and pencils, or pen and pencil. I simply chose to do so. Therefore, nobody's making any money off of this deal, unfortunately for me. Wouldn't that be nice? So let's take a look-see here. This is the Tiffany and Company, as I showed you earlier. This is the what do you call that? The end of the pen. And you can see it says lovely beveled end, which we, I think, established was a hexagon, but this is the Atlas, A-T-L-A-S style ballpoint pen. This is not a fountain pen. Fountain pens are my preference, however, this is a very nice pen, and it writes quite like, it has a smoothness, I would say, of a fountain pen, but more practical in the ballpoint pen style. And so you'll see here, we will show you as it is opened if possible. You can kind of hear the little squeak of the springs. One more time. Just like this twist is, you just twist the end. And it's a little spring in there. And then it just retracts when you twist back. Gently, it doesn't require a lot of force. So this is the Atlas ballpoint pen. What do you think? And it also has the same lovely engraving on the gold center ring there. I guess I don't know what you call that. It says Tiffany and Company, Atlas, and then the word Germany. And I really didn't know until today, in looking at these with you, that they were made in Germany. I didn't know that. Interesting for a company that is sort of founded on the assumption that its product and its luxury goods are made here in the United States, and nonetheless, these lovely pen and pencil sets are made in Germany. I know very little to zero German. Lo siento, pero no sé nada Germany or German. I didn't see it clearly. I don't know it clearly, so no sé nada German. So we're just gonna skip that lesson for you today. Shall we do a quick writing sample of both the Atlas pencil and its partner, the Atlas pen, ballpoint pen? You can see how hard it would be to know which one you're dealing with. If you just yank these out of your purse, it's pretty hard to tell the difference, except the pencil has a sort of standing room, whatever, standard. It sticks out all the time. Like this one goes in when it's done, the pen, but the pencil has the little end stays there. I don't know if that's how I can tell. I believe this pencil takes a point, I believe it's a 0.5, maybe a 0.7 actually. I think it's 0.7. A little bit of a larger pencil head than a lot of the standard mechanical pencils out there. I believe it's a 0.7, although one of my favorite mechanical pencils takes a 1.0 or 0.9 size lead, which I just love. It writes it's a very robust contrail, if you will. Let's just bring in our friend notebook. This is my little notebook. It's a little bit muddled up from being carried around a bit. These are supposed to be really nice little notebooks. They're called Oasis, I recall, yeah. Oasis notebook. It says Art, Office, School, and Life. It is created or manufactured by a company called Profolio. Not Portfolio, but Profolio. It contains 80 sheets of paper in the size A6. If you're in the United States, A6 is a pretty standard postcard size, if you think of this as a postcard. It's a quarter sheet of paper, basically. A little bigger than that, actually. A little bigger than a quarter sheet. So, I bought this one at a local art supply store downtown. They had a bunch of these in different sizes and different colors. I love this olive green, leaf green, so pretty. These are manufactured in Japan. So, if you want to order them in bulk, you're going to wait a hell of a long time to get it, if ever. Thanks to... I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. It's in my best interest to do so. So, anyway, nice paper. I like it. I'm a journal junkie by far. I love them. Can't stop. I'll buy them. I don't care if I got 50 blank ones in a drawer. I'm going to buy some more. They draw me like a bee to honey. A writer to paper. A writer with writer's block to paper. Anyway, so these are great because I learned in reading the front page, it describes, and albeit it's really hard to read it because it's in white print, but they talk about the exclusive features of this notebook, one of them of which is the text can be lined up both horizontally, vertically, and you can space text perfectly due to the way the lines are drawn in the pages. You can also divide pages in half for note-taking. And if I could actually see the writing on this piece of paper up close, I would tell you what it said, but it's really hard to see it. That said, it's supposed to be great. And I can show you an example, not of my writing, but of the paper. There's an example. So you can see here the lines on this paper are multiple or numerous. It's not just straight lines across. It's also not grid paper with just horizontal lines this way and vertical lines this way. It's actually not only the horizontal lines, but then it has these tiny little lines in between, tiny dots, as well as going vertically. It has the same very faint little tiny dots lines. So essentially you have a gazillion of these little boxes with 3 sections, top, middle, and bottom. And some more significant dots at the top, which are like your main guide lines, I suppose, for measurement. But they make an easy way to help you stay very, very neat and tidy with your writing if you struggle with that. And a little spot up here for the date. And this paper, I have to tell you, is really, really smooth. It's just freaking, it's buttery. If we could call paper buttery, we would call this paper parquet. It's really nice stuff. And they don't give these away, I'll tell you. I don't remember what I spent on it, but too much. Too much. And because it's from Japan, I probably shouldn't have bought it, but I tore the tag off. I think it was like $10 for this thing. Maybe a little bit more. And then if I were smart, I could put my name here. And then put a reward for return, but there's not much in here that I would want to pay for. So I'll just let it go if that happens. So let's see. I'll show you just I mean, it's not going to be some kind of rockets and, you know, fireworks going on here, but I will show you the writing example of the pen and the pencil. Here, this is the pencil, and just go to a lovely page like that, clean and tidy. It's so pretty. Sometimes these blank pages, they're so intimidating, it's hard to begin occasionally. And let's see, today's date is, it's the 26th of October. We are well into the 3rd year of this channel. It was around the first week or so of October that would have been, or was the anniversary for the channel. I can't believe that would hit the 3-year mark, but it did. It came and went quickly and without warning. So, in celebration of that, we shall write 10/26/2025. The A. Experiment. Be elated. Celebrate. It's 3rd year. A part of YouTube's ASMR content creators. Let's make a big exclamation, make a big one. Because we're excited. Thank you can see the pencil. I mean, it's nice. It writes really well. So there's that. And I like to just put it back on like that so I don't waste it, because it'll break off inevitably if I don't. And for the Atlas pen, it's a ballpoint, as I mentioned. We'll just give that a try. On this beautiful, very, very lovely, very smooth Oasis notebook that is not made here, but nonetheless it's purchased, and we're going to continue on with our inner belief of just one love. It's one love. Japan, Japan, United States, mates, whatever. Guadalajara, Malahala. My point is, just be nice to everybody, would you? Let's not be rude. Let's not put on some ball cap that says something nasty just to hurt the feelings of somebody who doesn't understand that, acronym, thankfully. Just be nice. Let's not speed. Let's not run red lights. Let's not cut people off, and let's not flip the bird when you turn on a yellow light or you decide not to out of safety concerns and somebody just rides your ass the whole way. Just no, don't do it. Just cut that out. If you're having trouble with that, talk to somebody about it. Get some fresh air and exercise and let go of your anger, because it's tough. It'll eat you alive and shave years off your beautiful life, and you don't want that. You don't. I promise. Yo promeso. And 10:26. 10:26. 025. We're going to write we quote this, if I can recall the quote properly. I don't know if I can. It's be kind to everyone you meet. We do not know what lies there. In between. Where the spirit meets bone. It's something like that. This is a quote from a local poet who I just happened to take a class with in college. Her name was Grace. Oh, Grace something. Anyway, if she's watching, she might pop on and comment and let us know who she is again. Last name. And she had a lovely book, chapbook book that she wrote with a poem. And one of the lines I remember, and just be kind to everyone you meet. We do not know what lies there between the spirit and the bone, or something like that. Or beneath, where spirit meets bone, I think is the way it went. What lies beneath. Anyway, a really nice poem and cool lady. You would like her. Or would have liked her. I don't know if she's still here. Townsend, not Townsend. Atlas pen, style by Tiffany and Company. In their lovely little blue boxes. Robin's egg, bird's egg, sky blue, something like that. Don't really know if we would call it that, but. And that said, here you go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. In spite of the earlier audio intermittent interruptions, I hope it was pleasant and tingly for you. I want to thank you again for watching, for joining us here tonight. I want you to have sweet dreams, peaceful sleep, thoughtful mornings, pleasant interactions, restful intermissions, and an overall and always pleasant day, night, and otherwise. Take time to be kind to yourself. Don't forget, self-care is critical stuff. We race around and forget, so stop for a minute and give yourself some grace, a hug, and a smile. And here comes Cha-Cha to say goodbye. Hi, Kitty. And we'll see you guys here again next time. Cha-Cha, do you want to say goodbye? Come here, Kitty. You just get her tail, apparently. Shadow, come here to say hi. She's gonna be just out of you. She's sneaky. Kitty, I love you so much, Kitty. I love you so much, Kitty. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. There comes the train. There comes the train. Yes. Say goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. We have the sad, forlorn sound of the train, which I love. That's one of the lovely things about this house, sandwiched between the crazy and the insane. We get a very nice, haunting lilt call when the train comes, which is at least once a day, usually late. Right, Cha-Cha? Yeah, okay. Off we go. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. We love you, we appreciate you, and wish you well. We'll see you